Okay, I think we're almost live. Yeah, that looks like me in the picture. So let's see. I do believe yesterday, at the end of Assassin's Creed, I said I was going to play Dark Souls tomorrow, but I also changed a load of my recording settings and physically moved my microphone around a bit. So I think we'll do a little bit Slay the Spire, where if there's something wrong with the recording, oh, well, it was only just one game, a bit of a skirmish. So here we are, Slay the Spire. A little bit of an explainy game, because maybe this is someone's first time seeing it. And it will be up there on the YouTube channel as my first play of Slay the Spire on a recording. So it's a card deck building game. There are currently 4 characters. This guy's the Ironclad is a remaining soldier of the Ironclads. Sold his soul to harness demonic energies. And his passive ability that he starts with is at the end of combat, heal 6 HP. And all of these guys have their own sort of sets of cards that make them play very differently, but you can get some crossover stuff where you can pick up the other guy's cards. But yeah, it's interesting. So this is the rather strange whale guy that you talked to at the beginning, and he offers you one random thing that changes your game up a little bit for each game. So enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 hit point is obviously very, very good. But permanently for the whole run, an extra max 8 hit points, that's kind of delicious. Let's go with that. And he grants you the wish, and off you go. A lot of bonfires down the left-hand side, which allow you to rest up in case you did things wrong, which I probably will. So here we go. This is the kind of stuff that we started with. You can click somewhere and have a look at all of your cards. Here it is. So my starting deck for this guy is 50% strikes, and then load of defense and a bash. That's just kind of cool. They take more damage from attacks if I've bashed them, but otherwise I deal some flat damage or block some flat damage. What I got incoming this turn is 8 damage, unless I kill off this guy, which I can't do in one turn. But I also have no defense, which is a bit of a bummer. Let's start to make some headway on this guy. We'll start with the vulnerable. Because now, instead of doing 6, this is going to do 9. So we also hit with exhaust removed until the end of combat. Interesting. This time around we can defend this 3 that we were going to take. So now we're taking nothing. A bit more attack to get rid of this guy. And we don't actually need to use any more of these because there's no more damage coming in. So we can just pass even though we had 1 more energy left. And the cards require energy, as you can see here. This one takes 2, but all the rest of my starting cards only take an easy 1. No damage coming in this time. We can start directly off with the bash. We're not going to get the extra effect out of the bash because it's going to just kill him. See here that the enemy intends to inflict a negative effect on you. You sort of know what they're going to do. You can predict what's coming in. But there are effects that make it so you can no longer see what the enemy are doing. These are the turns left on my debuff. Now this slimed, it's taken the place of one of my drawn cards, which is what its disadvantage is. I can actually play it if I want to in order to, get rid of it and exhaust it, which is like a discard pile, but the discard you redraw again, whereas the exhaust pile is gone. But we just need to strike him. That will get rid of the 3 damage he was going to do. I got that passive heal that I was talking about at the end of combat for this character only. And everything went pretty well. Okay. Some nice ones here. So we could get Flex. It's awesome because it costs 0. And then for your attacks will do like 2 more damage for that turn. but then at the end of the turn you lose it all. I'm gonna take Rage. Whenever you play an attack this turn, you also gain 3 block for free, which is just cool. There's no other path to take, so let's go ahead and go for the next enemy, just basic enemy. He's got a lot of damage coming in. Play our Rage. We'll gain 3 block by striking him. And let's gain a little bit more. What we have left. Hey, we managed to block the whole lot. This time round, the enemy intends to block and use a buff. So let's hit him while we can. Oof. So now he's got 3 extra strength, which is bad for us. Let's see, we can get 3. Yeah, we can block the whole thing whilst attacking. 13 to 10. He's not going to attack this turn, so let's just hammer it out. And again, to avoid the 13, why not just kill him? Ah, cool, a potion. We've got 3 little spots for potions at the moment. So, a skill potion. Choose one of 3 random skill cards and add it to your hand, and it costs 0 this turn. That's cool. Something to have in the back pocket. So, Flint Strike does exactly what it says on the tin. Also, because it deals damage twice, if you have additional strength, you get the added strength twice. So Anger's interesting because you add extra copies of it into your discard pile, so you end up with a loop where you're making more and more and more of these free cost 6 damage guys. Can be really useful, but it also dilutes the pool of the different things that you can draw per turn. And doubling the block's great. Unless you get a special other card, your block is always removed at the end of the turn, even if you don't use it all. So I could take it in the hopes of getting some more block-based cards, which is what I'll do. Then we have a choice this time. We can go for the unknown and absolutely anything can happen. We'll just go for a regular enemy. Although the unknown is fun, it's going to send me down a path that I don't want to go down. We're going to stick to the left. So these guys can curl up into a ball whenever they receive an attack. They gain 3 block, and they only do it once per combat. Let's start off with a bit of rage. So that when I hit this guy, I'm going to also start blocking. So he's got 3 block, and I'm only dealing 6 damage. Oh, it did kill him. I didn't math that out properly. I didn't think it was gonna. But there we go. We saved ourselves from the damage. So if we do a couple of these, we've defended against the 9. We get to hit him a little bit. And that's the end of that chapter. So this is kind of cool. If we end up in a situation where we just have attacks in our hand, at least we can attack hard. The other option I might have gone with is Warcry. It means that if you draw this, at least you can, have another chance of drawing things if nothing else in your hand is good.